How good is Entei in Pokemon Go? Should you raid for Entei? How many trainers do you need to beat an Entei raid? What are the best counters to Entei? Is Entei even worth getting in 2021? Prepare to have all of your questions answered in the Pokemon Go Entei Ultimate Guide, brought to you by Poketrainer Mooli. If you find this guide to be helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel for more informative Pokemon Go videos like this one. Ready to follow along, trainers? Let's see what Entei's all about. Entei is a legendary Fire-type Pokemon from the Johto region, and is part of the legendary Beast Trio. With a max CP of 3,473 at level 40 and 3,926 at 50, Entei is one of the strongest Fire types in Pokemon Go. It's classified as a Tier 5 raid boss with a CP of 41,758, which is below average compared to other Tier 5 bosses. However, don't let its low CP deceive you in terms of its toughness. With it being a pure Fire type, Entei can be a bit tricky to take down due to its lack of a quadruple weakness and very hard-hitting attacks. To ensure your victory, do Entei raids with at least 4 trainers in a lobby, with the average level being 33 or above, all with proper counters. At most, Entei raids should be done with 9 to 10 trainers before you should consider splitting up. So, what Pokemon should you use against Entei? As a pure Fire type, Entei has 3 weaknesses: Rock, Ground, and Water. However, since there are tons of Pokemon of these types, this guide will categorize the top counters into these 4 categories: Top 6 Standard Pokemon, which means it excludes Megas and Shadows, Top 6 Budget Pokemon, 6 Other Good Pokemon, and the 3 absolute best counters to Entei. Starting with the top 6 Standard Pokemon, we have Kyogre, Rampardos, Kingler, Rhyperior, Swampert, and Terrakion. The 6 best budget counters to Entei are Rhyperior, Kingler, Gyarados, Rhydon, Crawdon, and Gigalith. Some other Pokemon that are good versus Entei are Garchomp, Landorus, Groudon, Palkia, Aerodactyl, and Greninja. Now, let's see what the 3 absolute best counters to Entei are. Coming in at number 3 is Shadow Tyranitar. With Smackdown and Stone Edge, this Pokemon can withstand Entei's strong fire attacks and output the most fast move damage out of any other counter. The second best counter is Shadow Swampert. With its lightning-fast Hydro Cannon powered by the equally swift Water Gun, Swampert will output consistent damage against any Entei it faces. And the number 1 best counter to Entei is Mega Blastoise. Thanks to its incredible tankiness in battle, Mega Blastoise is able to stay on the field and fire off tons of super effective Hydro Cannons with its amazing attack stat. Most importantly, it provides incredibly valuable team support by boosting other Pokemon's water attacks. It is undoubtedly the number 1 Pokemon to use against Entei raids. Next, how do you build a team around Entei's different movesets? When do you dodge? What types are the best? What types don't work so well? Let's look at strategies involving each of Entei's movesets. Its fast moves are Fire Fang and Fire Spin, both of which are medium damage fire moves. Entei's charge moves are Fire Blast, Flame Charge, Flamethrower, Iron Head, and Overheat. Since Entei can only learn one non-fire move, it will have a double fire moveset in most cases. So, prioritizing rock and water type counters to resist fire moves is a good general rule versus Entei. Moveset 1. Fire Blast / Overheat. Strategy: always dodge these moves. They're 2 of the hardest hitting charge moves in the game. Taking them even with the resistance deals significant damage. Thankfully, they're slow moves, so you'll be alerted a few seconds before the attack lands. You will be able to get in a few extra fast attacks before you'll need to dodge. Moveset 2. Flamethrower / Flame Charge. Strategy: tank the moves. These moves will be fired off much more frequently, but they don't deal fatal damage. Taking 1 or 2 of them is ideal to charge your Pokemon's charge moves quickly. If you're in danger of fainting, dodging a charge move to unleash one final charge attack is ideal. Moveset 3. Iron Head. Strategy: don't use rock types. Iron Head is Entei's coverage move. If you notice Pokemon Go isn't recommending any rock types in your recommended party, Entei probably has Iron Head. Against this kind of Entei, don't use any rock types, which is a weakness to this move. Instead, prioritize water type counters. They will resist Entei's Iron Head, so you won't need to dodge any attack whatsoever. Catching Entei. A perfect Entei is CP 1984, and CP 2480 when weather boosted. A minimum Entei is 1900 CP, and 2375 boosted. Entei has a 1 in 20 or 5% chance of being shiny. Shiny Entei has a 100% catch rate. Otherwise, Entei's base catch rate is 2%. Luckily, Entei is one of the easier legendaries to get good throws on. Its taunt is one of the least erratic, making it simple to aim for the center of its head. Entei can jump, so it's important to throw quickly after its taunt. It may be tempting to throw your Pokeballs right away, but Entei tends to taunt fairly often, so it's best to throw right after Entei does a taunt, so it can't do another one in time to block you. Whether you choose to go for great or excellent throws is up to you. The excellent range for Entei is about the size of its face. So, how viable is Entei in 2021? Let's take a look at its strengths. Entei has a great HP stat of 251, allowing it to tank hits well and retaliate with its powerful charge moves coming off of its decent attack stat of 235. In addition, Entei's ideal moveset for PvE, Fire Fang and Overheat, provides very high fire DPS to go along with Entei's other strong traits. Having a large HP stat is very beneficial for charging up Overheat quickly, which can make it a great pick versus fire-weak Pokemon. However, Entei is not great in PvP. Entei's stats and moves are optimized to be offensive and heavy hitting. PvP is all about a blend of strong defense and reliable offense, both of which Entei lacks in or is outclassed at. So, that's why Entei's main role is in gyms and raids. Unfortunately, regular Entei is yet again outclassed by several other PvE fire attackers, namely Heatran, Chandelure, Moltres, and Reshiram. This doesn't even mention Shadow Pokemon, which adds Shadow Arcanine, Charizard, and Magmortar to the list. Luckily, it isn't actually all bad news for Entei. While normal Entei might not be the best, its other form, Shadow Entei, is actually one of the top fire types in Pokemon Go. It's the 5th best fire type in terms of total damage output, beating out all previous Pokemon mentioned that were better than it, apart from Reshiram, and it is only worse than the Mega Charizards and Shadow Moltres. It's even stronger than Mega Houndoom. So, should you do Entei raids in 2021? Well, it depends. If you're a high-level, dedicated Pokemon Go player, getting lots of Entei candy can allow you to power up your Shadow Entei for one of the best possible fire types in the entire game. You might even be able to get an XL Shadow Entei. If you're a casual player, you probably want to hold on to your passes for the future. Although regular Entei is perfectly great on its own, it unfortunately ends in the valley of not being strong enough to be top tier like the Mega Charizards and Shadow Pokemon, but not quite accessible enough to be considered a budget Pokemon, like the Community Day Fire Starters or Flareon. But if you want a good, all-around fire type for raiding, Entei might just be the Pokemon for you. So, there you have it, the complete guide to Entei in Pokemon Go 2021. I hope you found this guide to be useful, and that it helps you on your Pokemon Go journey. If you really liked the video, it would mean the world to me if you gave this video a like. And if you still have any questions about Entei, you can ask it in a comment and I will respond to you. Lastly, if you want to do remote raids, you can join my Pokemon Go Discord server for free to raid with over 500 different trainers across the world. Anyway, it's the end of the video. This has been Poke Trainer Mooli, signing off. I'll see you later, trainers!